now I'm trying to do whatever I'm doing with less cash because a lot of people are saying you can't do a Greek without money. You should have enough money and stuff.
I'll have to say the 50 cities. What year did you start? Because someone will be watching and be like 50 cities. I might make the title in the 50 cities, but someone will see and be like, how 50 cities?
That is 2020. 2020 when everyone was suffering with
the COVID and all of that. Yeah.
I was still thinking of how to eat.
What's going, guys? So welcome back to another exciting farm week in Ghana. If this is the first time, I'm Charles, and on this channel we talk about farming here in Africa. Today I bring another inspiring story of a young individual who is into, he does a lot of things, from poultry to rabbits to ducks. He does pigs, goats, a lot of things. But yeah, we are here to visit his farm. The farm's name is Kiasa Foods. He does a lot of things, as I said. You have to know how he started, how the journey has been farming this. Per my conversation with him, he said he began with 50 cedis, and that's interesting to know. And we're going to learn about how you can also start your own, something similar, to be inspired to also go into farming. Just ended Farmers Day. He won the best agro-food processor in the Okaikwe North municipality. So yeah, you can know that he's a big guy doing amazing things here in Ghana, and I'm here to share his inspiring story with you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share this video so other people to also be inspired to start something similar on their own, and subscribe to be part of the channel so we all get to grow together. All right, without much ado, let's get into the video. Yeah, so I'm here with Innocent. I have to know how he started his farm, what he farms here, how the journey has been here farming in Ghana. Please, can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
My name is Innocent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. From Twitter, I know when I check the profile, you see a farmer, social activist, entrepreneur, yeah, crypto and stuff. Yeah. Can you like, so all these things, is it like something that you do, something you're passionate about, something you learned, or how?
Well, I like talking about social issues and then what happens around.
Okay.
And also trying to contribute my idea towards society. Yeah, and on social issues. And farming, I think it's something I really like to do.
Yeah. Okay.
I think basically every human being is supposed to cultivate what they eat. Let's say eat what you grow and grow what you eat.
Sure.
And crypto also being the, let's say, the new revolution coming.
Okay.
I think it's a redistribution of wealth, so let's all get in. Try to learn about it, do more of it, and then see how best they can.
But how has the market been so far, like in terms of cryptos? Because I know there was a time
right now,
Max made the price, it went shoot up. All of a sudden, one day woke up, everything came down.
Right now, the market is kind of like messed up, but
there's still hope.
You see, not there is still hope.
Okay.
More of them, because this is the best time to go in.
Okay, when the prices are low, you can buy more. Okay.
You see, there are sharks who kind of like try to manipulate the market. So when they are manipulating the market, if you are a fingerling and sharks are doing something, they will consume you. So you relax, monitor the actions of the shark, and then know how to move along the tides. And then before you know, you also be a shark.
Interesting. So yeah, let's zoom into farming straight away. What's got you into farming in the first place?
I think after school, moving around and working around, I realized that I was asking myself what I could do.
Okay.
And looking at everything, this is one of my passion. This is my passion and stuff, and I wanted to do something to motivate others as well. At least doing my passion to cater for me and then my family, and also to inspire someone to do something. Because saying there is no work, I think there is always work. It's something you have to decide to do.
Okay.
They say do what you like to do, that people will not want to do but want to pay for. So I'm doing what I would like to do, that people will not like to do
but pay for it.
Exactly.
Okay. So like, here, what do you farm, please?
If you come here, you find fowls, you find ducks. The geese are gone. You find friends and
Rabbits.
rabbits.
Sure.
And I have some other stuff elsewhere. So let's deal with what are here.
What are you? Okay, sure. So you said from school, like where did you school?
Catholic University,
Um,
senior in Fiapre.
oh, okay. So let's go back a bit from school because I want to know maybe you did something like Greek related in school or something.
No.
Okay.
Continue economics,
So from GHS, you school in Accra or was based in
no,
Tamale?
just around, Charlie. My school has not been in one region.
Oh, okay.
It's been scattered around.
So you kept moving, then university.
But I think I started looking into a Greek when I was in the university. Because I had a business in school I was running, and I decided to venture into snail farming in school. And then the snail farming spat me out.
Okay.
So I had to kind of like relax. I had to kind of like relax on farming. But then I realized that I still have to do something about it. So I came back to it again.
Okay. But what made the snail farming not work?
A colleague of my mate of mine, no, a schoolmate of mine, yeah, was leaving school, and then he had a plot of land around there. His father had a plot of land around there.
Okay.
He left it in my care, and I said, okay, let me do something on the farm, on the land. So I started a snail farming over there. Planted some cassava, cocoyam, and stuff to feed the snails.
Okay.
And then I made their boxes to keep them inside. These things were going on well. One day I went, and then the owner came to harvest. The owner came to harvest my snails, took cocoyam, cassava, and even the cocoyam leaves. So in my mind,
everything?
yes, in my mind it was left salt for the person to go pound for free.
Oh yeah, once you ask cocoyam and all of those things. Yeah.
And that demotivated me. Actually, I felt very bad, and since then I never stepped there again.
Okay.
So I didn't want to even have anything to do about snails again.
So how much did you start with that amount that everything went down the drain? Maybe your first time was the snails, right?
Yes, I think that's my school fees. So with everything, I spent about 2,000 coins.
Oh, okay. Everything just went just like that.
So I looked at the whole thing and I'm like, okay, maybe this person is going to eat my sweat. No, not maybe. The person was going to eat my sweat, so I just had to relax for the person.
Sure.
And maybe rethink about what to do else next. So I started thinking about other stuff, what they couldn't steal. And somehow, I survived it.
Nice. So, what transitioned into now doing? Well, you began with snails. Did you further continue with the snails?
No, I went into cleaning.
Okay.
And into delivery.
While on campus?
Yes. On campus, I started KMA services.
Okay.
So we're offering services to our colleagues. To clean your hostels, to clean your rooms, your bathroom, and your washrooms and everything. Yeah.
Nice.
We should clean and you pay us for it.
Cashing out. That's why you said you have to do what people don't want to do, but we're willing to pay for it.
That is it. So I do clean for everyone, and I clean for my colleagues too.
Okay.
And along the line, yeah. So I was cleaning. I was getting contracts outside the school too, from other people cleaning. So I decided to register it as a business.
Okay.
And I was doing it. I was fortunate to go do some invigilation for MVTI schools.
Also around Tamale?
No, and BA.
Okay.
So I met some students who also had my issue. They didn't have enough money. So I said, okay, if you have the skill and you don't have money, you have money.
You employ them.
If you have the skill and you don't have money, then you have money. You are money for me.
Okay.
So let's all make the money. So I just added their expertise to my services.
Okay.
So if you're a carpenter, I just add carpentry.
So I just widen the business.
That is it. And then
nice.
I put them on this in a call.
Okay.
So whatever happens, if you have a job, you just call them and then they come to fix it. Electrical problem, you call them to come and fix it.
Okay.
And they're all making their cash.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But how long has this been?
I started somewhere in 2013. 2012 was where the whole business started, but I added them somewhere in 2013, 2014.
Okay.
Okay.
But is the business still running?
It's running.
Okay, so if anyone watching that wants cleaning services or any services,
it's now Kiame Limited.
Kiame Limited.
Yes.
Kiame.
KIAMEY.
Okay, Kiame. Okay.
That's my full name.
Okay, so Innocent.
What? Could they say Innocent and Ame?
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Now I know you are doing the farm here. What I don't know. So after you stopped the snails, you went into the cleaning and site services. What
Yeah.
brought you back into the farming again?
After school, I was traveling around working with ISEC and some other organizations.
Okay.
And I was not based in my country, but then I had a friend who was like, I shouldn't think of traveling outside. 'Cause if you need everything, check your country, you can get it. And I also had a mentality that Africa is still a virgin land. Imagine you breaking a virgin. Charlie, you've left a mark. So if I'm on a virgin land, what do I do? Let me make a mark. And I think I am here to leave a footprint.
Nice.
So I said I have to come back home and do something. So coming home, I still was trying to manage. When I came home, most of my business were still down, going down. So I had to turn around with few things and stuff. And as things were getting harder and harder, I said, okay, food is actually a priority. And the more you keep buying it, you're in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I have space, why don't I do it? So, and this is something I also like to do. I used to do this since childhood, so I said, okay, then let me do that. So I started with catfish. So,
With catfish.
yes.
Okay. And that was when.
Hey, catfish in them. Yeah, no, I started with fowls, moved to Brahma, ducks, added catfish.
Along the line.
Yeah, because I bought all these things from the fowls.
So the fowls, you began with the fowls.
The fowls were the first.
Okay.
Graduated to ducks, went to catfish. Rabbits, well, it was a gift.
Someone
And then,
gave.
yeah, okay, so those ones were kind of like bonuses
That
I
came
added.
along. Okay.
So
Okay.
this was it. I did this actually to so just like an experiment I was trying to do,
Mm.
and somehow it worked. So I'm really proud of myself.
Okay. Okay. So now yeah, you do the poultry, then the ducks.
That's what you see at home.
Okay.
But the catfish has been cleared. You can see one pond here, and the big pond is back there.
Okay. Okay. So when you started, when you began to start again, how much did you start with?
50 Ghana
poultry?
cedis.
50 cedis. Okay.
I bought two local fowls. Yeah, I bought two local fowls. I bought females with the mind that other people have their male ones to come and cross them. I can't suffer twice.
Okay.
So I bought the females and then kept them at home, feeding them. Others come to eat and then cross them. So they started laying and stuff, continuously laying and hatching. So I sold some of the chicks. No, so I sold some of the fowls when they grew up, and I bought Brahma and their eggs.
Ah, okay, so after the local one, after you bought the Brahma. Okay.
So I used the money from the local to buy Brahma, and then Brahma increased, and then I bought ducks,
Okay.
and then the geese continued.
Interesting. Interesting.
And then made some money from there. So okay, I can make some pond, so let me just try. So this my neighbor had a pond, started a fish pond, and the thing was not working.
Okay.
So let me see what I can do and do. So I did the same thing and I did it better.
Okay.
And so along the line, when he couldn't sell his fish, I sold them for him.
So he was doing it, but he wasn't getting market for it.
Apparently, he wanted to just sell it just like for selling sake. And when I was selling, I realized if I add value, I would make more.
Yeah.
So I started smoking them.
Interesting.
I got someone here to come help me teach me how to smoke. The person was trying to hide the whole thing. So I dedicated myself as a laborer to help the person.
At least you get to learn.
So I got to learn it. And when she left, I did the first experiment. Somehow it worked freshly. It got bent.
Okay.
And I did again and it worked out. And apparently everyone testified that mine was better than hers.
Hey. Oh,
And that
nice.
was it. So I use the people around my neighbors as my customers.
Okay.
So instead of selling outside, I sell to my neighbors. And that was how I made it.
Nice.
So when I cleared mine, this man was suffering to clear his. So I asked him, how much are you selling yours? He tells me how much he sells a kilo. Instead of reducing, no, I just tell him, okay, I'll do this. I cleared the whole thing for him, and then came to do the smoking and stuff. Added some price to it, and then I went my way.
Well, nowadays, if you add value, you earn more than at least if you sell it at the raw state, obviously.
So basically, I think that is it. So with what I still have, I'm still looking at ways to add value to them. Instead of just selling them fresh and stuff, I want to still find ways to add value to all of them.
I think I saw pictures that I think was it ducks that you've smoked them also.
Yes, ducks and fowls. Yeah, because there are some farmers who don't have enough space, and when they rear their beds and then they outgrow their space, they tend to sell them cheap and stuff. And the more they do that, they make the farm produce lose value.
Okay.
Because if we all peg our prices at 100 cedis, and because you are out of space, you're selling yours at 50. It will affect other people.
Yeah.
So good. I'm looking out for a way to kind of like preserve the stuff. So even if I don't have enough space, I am fortunate to have enough space. But then if I don't have enough space, this is something I should be able to do. And this is something I should be able to do to preserve it, actually.
Yeah.
So when you do this, you're able to preserve it. And when someone even wants to travel with it, they're able to kind of like take it and then move along with it.
That's when you get it smoked.
When you get it smoked.
Okay.
I think it's in the right direction because it's making sense for me.
I think once we lack as Ghanaians or businesses in Ghana, when it comes to farming, most people don't add value. They sell at the raw state.
That is what I imagined. That's what I realized. I realized that our farmers are really suffering because they do not add value. The only kind of like, you see, we are used to hand to mouth. Adding value is something we don't want to. It's something we find very difficult. But I think we should, if we can even use our old methods of preservation. You can either salt it, dry it, or smoke it. And these ones can help. Recently, I realized that I started smoking them because I realized I was in the woods, and then they are dry woods. You can see this stick there is dry. Yeah. So I go around, look at the dry woods, gather them, come and then smoke them. And they are juicy enough. It works. So if I realize maybe the smoking is not working or stuff, or people don't like the smoked ones and they like the salted ones, I'll have to think about how to do the salting as well. Sure. And maybe some want it dried. Because I don't have a dryer, I'll now think of how to use the sun to do that. So continuous experiments, I think will work out. Now I'm trying to do whatever I'm doing with less cash, because a lot of people are saying you can't do agric without money. You should have enough money and stuff.
I'll have to say the 50 cedis. What year did you start? Because someone will be watching and will be like 50 cedis. I might make the title in the 50 cedis, but someone will see and be like, how 50 cedis?
That is 2020. 2020, when everyone was suffering with
the COVID and all of that. Yeah.
I was still thinking about how to eat.
Okay.
I was thinking about how to eat, especially we cannot suffer like that. So.
Even till now, I can start with less cash, even though things are quite expensive now. You still can.
Quite expensive, but I think things are not out of hand. Though things are quite expensive, they are not out of hand. We should look at it this way. If you can wake up in the morning and find something to eat, okay, at least. Look at your food, okay. If you wake up daily and you're able to get something to eat, at least get something also to feed.
Yeah.
Maybe, and with these I feed them twice every day.
Oh, okay. So they don't really.
They are kind of like they move around to eat.
Free range.
So if you check when we were lifting this, I was looking at termites. You see them eating the termites over there.
Yeah.
So I was calling them to come eat the termites. So at least leave them to also eat and then somehow you will not spend money medicating them. I don't medicate them.
Okay.
I leave them to grow just like that. And okay, when I say I don't medicate them, I don't give them authorized medication.
Okay.
I medicate them with with the plants around. So at the beginning of this year, most people had their fowls dying and stuff, and they were asking, Edruben or the man one, what medication are you giving to your birds? I'm like, oh, I don't give them any medication because I didn't start with medicating them, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of like leave them more organic and stuff.
Sure. So, but I like the way. So, if you don't know, I'll show you guys. It's like a free range. The ducks, the poultry birds, they
actually
all live together.
They all sleep in the same.
Oh, okay. So, like one big family.
One big family.
Nice. I think speaking of the processing and stuff, I know in this ended Farmers Day you won an award based on that. What was it?
Agro processor.
Yeah. How did that want to come about?
They saw how I was processing my stuff because instead of I make them understand that with the fish, most catfish farmers are like, okay, people come and then they buy our product at a cheaper price and stuff. We farm it, we kind of like feed the fishes. We kind of feed the fish with this amount of what's it called, money and stuff. And when the consumers come, they buy it at this price. Secondly, I had my fish in water and someone came to buy the fish. The person came and the amount the person mentioned, it annoyed me because I made mention of my price. He also made mention of his price. I almost agreed, but then I wanted time to think.
Okay.
I went to their outfit to buy their fish, and it was more than 3 times the price.
So the person was for the point and kill people, right?
Yes.
Those people there.
So you are buying fish from me at so you want to buy at 17 cedis.
Okay.
And you are selling it at 110 cedis.
Yeah, like 1,000% profit if I put it over 100%.
So when I went there and saw that, I said, forget it.
You sell it. The point and kill people there, that's what they do. Normally they go around, they try and beat you down to sell your price at a cheaper price, and they just go and grill, put some things in there, and they are.
So I said, forget it.
The price.
So the guys here, tell them if you need grilled catfish,
to let you know,
just give me a call. They are selling it out there at 110. Can give it to you at 60 cedis. Finished.
Which is better price.
And your banku, I won't give you a banku. If I'm giving you the banku, I wouldn't give you banku. They give you outside there. I give you good banku, bigger balls.
So I went to a point and kill joint. The banku, you see the banku that they saw like now it's like 5 cedis or so, like my fingers.
You are talking of your fingers. You see, in January I took my family out to a point and kill joint, and the banku we bought 10 cedi 2 balls. My son
could eat it.
My son ate the 2 and was like, Daddy, Mama. I was like, seriously? Daddy, Mama. So I knew that the end had come. So this is just extortion. At least you see, when you are delivering something, you should give satisfaction to the people.
Yeah, give value.
No, they are giving value although, but then we are not satisfied.
We don't. But if you want to satisfy, you have to buy more, pay more to get more.
So I am like, okay, good. For me, farming is a passion, and getting people satisfied is one thing that gives me joy. Charlie, if you come to me and eat and you're not satisfied, I feel I've failed. Yeah. You understand? If you eat and you're not satisfied, I feel I've not done anything. I've not achieved my purpose. So maybe that is the downside of my business idea.
Okay.
Because I should get you take it and want to come back again
for more. Yeah.
But
not come and buy once and just say you won't come again.
But I want you to be satisfied, okay? And then when you go and you're hungry again, you can come back. But someone will let you eat the food and then Charlie, even while eating, you still be hungry. That is what I detest. But anyway, that still makes sense.
True. So the award, was it a package or they just gave the certificate and that was all?
Oh, it's a package at least.
Okay.
Ministry of Food and Agriculture helped me out.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I slaughter and then I kill most of the birds and animals. When I kill them and then I'm not able to kind of like process them instantly, become something else. At least they gave me equipment
to store them or
to store them and stuff.
Oh, then they tried.
And then they gave me items to kind of like help make my work more efficient.
Over time, that's improved because first the award was not.
There
wasn't anything to write home about.
You see, that's what I'm saying. At least gradually, things are changing. Maybe they're also noticing that the farmers are doing it because when they come around, they see what happens, they see what goes into this. Actually, the feed I feed my birds, you would know that you just give me a certificate, you are doing nothing.
Okay.
And how I keep my birds and stuff. You should look at if you are trying to motivate me to do what I'm doing. Okay, you shouldn't just come and give me a paper like our universities do. Go to school for 4 years and they give you a paper.
Yeah, you graduated.
You come back home and you're looking at the paper, the price looking at you.
All school fees you've paid.
With all school fees you pay, you only pay for a paper. At least you should give something for them to. You see, if you wouldn't give us a skill, because now students, they are just training students and people as a product to be used in the market. When they are supposed to be trained as assets, for the community, they are trained as product to be used. So if you are giving me, let's say, if you are giving me help, you should give me product, for me an asset to use.
I get you.
To generate.
I get you. But I feel our educational system such a way that, I was look at it from an entrepreneurship point of view. See, we go to school with the idea of going to work for someone.
And that is the wrong part.
They don't teach us, or the school you go doesn't give you that. We don't have that entrepreneurial spirit that, I'm done with school, I'm starting something on my own. And at times I understand because the system itself doesn't support when you're doing your own thing.
Somehow I don't want to agree to that.
Oh, you know why? Some people will say they want to do businesses, they want to put in measures and stuff in place, but the process, even registering your business, some of the things you have to go, you have to even pay people along the way to be able to register a business for you quickly, to be able to do some of the things you want to do. I know, definitely there will be challenges, you have to overcome them, but most people who, especially those who come for the dash, but I normally speak to, they tell you getting things to do here in the country is somehow difficult because the process you go through before you can even come out to do your things yourself is quite cumbersome.
Actually, when it gets to business registration and stuff, I think it's wickedness. Oh, it's true. It's wickedness. I'm doing this to get recognition, to be able to kind of like meet more clients, and you don't only extort me, you delay my time as well. Because when you get the actual price they're supposed to take from you, middleman comes in, and then they extort you. Bring the thing also on time, they keep the thing for long. And if you're even going to bid for a contract and then you don't even have a certificate, then it's something else. You're not even ready, you're not even Accra, you're not even registered, and then you can't do something. But somehow I think I tell the youth, don't go registering the business if you're not making profits.
You have to start. Let it go for some time before later you register.
Don't go register if you're not making profits. Immediately you go to register immediately you go to register your business, you are sticking your neck out for people to come and start taxing you.
Yeah.
You don't have the money to pay.
True.
Why do you go register?
You have to begin operating, then later you think of going to register. Very true.
So I still admonish people to go register, but then not to just get up and say we are registering. Make money from what you're doing. You know, there's money coming from this.
So I can just go and think.
I can now go and register.
Okay.
You are registering to give recognition and also a way to kind of like expand you to go meet others.
Yeah.
And maybe to be able to take loans from banks and stuff. If not, I don't think you should waste your time these days. Because apparently, like I say, in this country, Whether you register or you don't register, it's still the same. Look at Diana.
Okay. So let's come back. So I want to know, some of you watching us into poultry, ducks, and all of that. What would you say have been some of the main challenges you faced starting your own farm?
I think as they increase, feeding becomes something else.
Okay.
Feeding becomes something else because now the government is no longer subsidizing the feed, and it's one thing that is killing us all. Charlie, a bag of feed can kill.
True.
And imagine if you buy kind of like if your bears feed like on $5 a week, and you are buying a bag of feed for like 350 cedis times 5, how much are you going for?
3 by 5. Almost like two something.
And how much are you earning?
True.
So you're not making the thing lucrative.
Yeah.
A lot of people are folding out of this business, and it's I feel what the government is actually doing now is to collapse all farmers. Yes, I'm just saying it emphatically, to collapse all farmers, to collapse businesses like youth startups, collapse farmers to be able to import, because I think we import 70% of our eggs.
Yeah.
So imagine we importing 70% of our eggs. Last year, about 400 farmers closed down. 400 farms closed down.
Mostly to poultry farmers.
Yes. And then more and more of them are closing down. The best you could have just done is to kind of like subsidize the agri sector. Look at most of the advanced countries. They are being subsidized. You subsidize it for them, then they do it to feed the nation. And I think the farmers are also united.
Okay.
Yes. Because that man making the policy or woman making the policy there, if the person is to go hungry for 2 days, I'm sure they will rethink.
Sure.
So you produce your food and hoard it. Though you won't make money, okay, relax, let's all go on an agreement and say, okay, for this month we are keeping our food in our stores, nothing is coming out. If you don't give us a reasonable distance, we are not coming out with something. We all keep our food down.
It will cause a lot of trouble. So
You see, it will cause chaos. Then those making the decision would now think, because now you see there's a misplaced priority in our governance, misplaced priority in our policy making. Food, healthcare, shelter, and education should be taken care of first. But now, things that don't even make sense are being kind of like. You understand?
I get you.
Actually, food should be number one. Even madmen eat. Madmen don't sleep in rooms.
True.
Good.
I wanted to ask you, do you think, because the government came in planting for food and jobs,
Forget that.
for like a lot of governments, like, do you think they do much? Because they always claim agriculture is the backbone of the economy. Agriculture is the backbone of the economy. Do you think what they say is actually reflecting what they actually do and what's actually on the ground?
Actually, they have enough slogans working for them than the action itself. There is nothing going on. It's just slogans. Sloganeering. Imagine you go buy seeds and they're asking you to bring your ID card. What is it for? Are you come to check my farm?
If you're going to buy seed for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, right?
They ask you for
ID cards.
card. What for? Things we expect you to subsidize, you are not subsidizing. Things we are expecting you to do, you are not doing them. Now I come to buy seeds and you're telling me you are subsidized. Listen, these ones are subsidized and stuff. You're not even giving us good product. You are giving us GMO. You're telling us what? Things you finish and then you can't kind of like replant again.
Yeah, the GMO seeds.
You finish and you can't replant them again. And we are gradually drifting into the prowess of someone else, because very soon someone will be controlling all our seeds, and then we'll have to go pay for the seed
before we can plant.
And the day the person tells you there is no seed, no food for you, you see what you do to yourself. And whoever controls your stomach controls you.
True.
And that is where we are getting to.
Even the GMO, the seeds, they are not good. Like, I had many complaints. I don't did the video on someone who does seedless watermelons. He grows seedless watermelons, and he uses those GMO seeds. So the watermelon open inside, there are no seeds. And in the comment section of that video, people are talking about the effects that you planting the GMO seeds and stuff, how the effects it has on people. Because we go to the United States and stuff, that's what mostly they use. And those their food are not like organic food. And even if you watch them, most of them when they move from the states and they go elsewhere, they can see the difference in the food they eat in terms of the quality of the food.
My friend from Dubai came around here, and when he came and then tasted my eggs, he was like, "Chal, I've been eating chaff for long."
Yeah, like they can really see the difference when they
He has been eating chaff for long. When he even tasted the chicken, he was like, "What are we doing to ourselves?" I said, "Nobody sent you there." You see, this is something we should be kind of like proud of. We should be lucky we have nature working for us. If you go out there to Europe and all those other places, check what the rich men eat. They want to eat organic.
Yeah.
We have organic here, but we don't want it. We want to eat KFC.
Pizza. I nearly said that.
Pizza. And they are running from it, and we are going to it.
True.
So you see, we are embracing death and giving life out. Same way, we are embracing GMO and then letting down our seeds. At first, when our grandparents plant their seeds, plant their maize and stuff, their corn and stuff, after harvest, they tie some and keep in the kitchen to dry out, and then they can replant it for the next season. Yeah. Now you can't do that again. With a GMO, it's one-time planting, and you have to go and buy again. So if consistently we get all those seeds you can replant out, and now we have to be going for GMO seeds. The day they tell you there's no longer seeds,
you can't grow anything. Very true.
So let's start thinking about it. And now you see, they are giving us modified animals as well.
Animals that grow big within a short period
of time. There's a fowl that grows in 2 weeks. So you can imagine. And this is trouble. See, we are heading towards June. But I think maybe if our government and then our policymakers can try to say, okay, we are closing our doors on GMO and stuff, and then empowering our farmers, at least we subsidize a lot of things for them. Give us the best. Just, you see, the development of a nation is based on the strength of the youth or the strength of the people. So if the people, the health of the people, if the people are healthy, you're okay. So if you kind of like reduce the chemicalization and then let them eat the right thing, we have enough arable lands around. So you help them, you subsidize stuff for them to farm. Let's say farmers, you help them with their maize and stuff to do more farming. Poultry farmers, you subsidize the feed for them.
Then they can
buy and then do more. Imagine, everyone will be okay. You see, we can stay in this country, feed ourselves in this country without exporting.
True.
If we decide to, we will. If we inspire ourselves to do it well, we will do it. But then if we decide to kind of like follow theories and stuff, we'll become theoretical. Someone said, no wonder. Someone said, our schools are teaching more English and not Agric. So you will see all our students speaking good English on empty stomach.
That reminds me. I had a conversation with one Agric student who was into bee farming. So I'll link that video to if you guys have not watched it. And he was like, so I asked him, the Agric he learned, was it that practical? Because there was a question about most of the Agric students, when they are finished, they don't want to go back to Agric. They will sway into do other fields. And those of us who are not Agric students are the ones venturing into Agric. So I'm like, what's the issue? What does he think about it? Is it that they don't do practicals, or how is it the Agric like? I was like, yes. Most of the things they do is just theory, the book one, just like you're going to do in SS and stuff. Basically, that's few practicals. So you as an Agric student yourself, you don't even see like the value in what you are learning. Everything like theoretically based. The practical is just you. And obviously, aside capital and that things, that one is there, but the theory seems to be more than the practicals, the actual workings. So yeah, I don't know.
I have a friend who is a brother of mine who is a chief now. When he called me to come sit, he did agric actually.
Okay.
When he called me to come sit for us to talk, I was like, now that you have the nod to rule over your community or your town, I think what you learned should be applied here. Maybe divide the villages among themselves. This village should go into cattle farming, goat farming, poultry farming, fish farming.
Okay.
And make your place a food hub of the country.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the sub chiefs are like, no, we want something that will bring more money.
So
forgetting that doing this will bring everybody to you.
No, it's true.
So I think the media has brainwashed us. You see, the government has frustrated us. The media has been watching us. You understand? The government has frustrated us. The media has been watching us. So now we are all going to read books and learn what is not necessary. We go and learn English, come and be speaking serious English on empty stomach, and then by the end of the day you realize that everybody's angry. So you realize that in Ghana almost everybody's angry.
Oh yeah. No, that's true. Most people are angry.
Almost everybody's angry. And you should ask yourself, what causes anger? Hunger causes anger. So if you see the people being angry, check them. They're hungry.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Let's try wrap up because this issues. So you let me know what you think regarding this issue about the GMO seeds, the government interventions and all of that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What can be done to improve all of these things? What are some of the solutions that can help? So let's try and wrap up. So I want to see you're a social activist and all of that. I want to, because now I said there are no jobs. They said there are actually no jobs in the country. But whenever I said that people are more inclined about not being entrepreneurs themselves, but trying to go and work for someone and all of that. So I'm saying from the angle of there are no jobs. If there's any advice for the youth of today, what would that be?
I don't want to agree with the fact that there are no jobs. I want to state the fact that we lack discipline.
Okay.
And we are looking for quick money. That is what is contributing to the fact of there are no jobs. Before you do anything or start anything, you need to understudy something to get it done. Trust me, getting my birds to this extent and my animals to this extent didn't just start
just like that
out of the blue. There are days you don't even find money to buy them feed.
Okay.
You understand? And there are days you don't even have time for them. So you have to think. There are some days you look at it and I don't anymore. This thing is not even progressing. What am I doing? There are days you will hatch and then you find mortalities. There are times most of them die and stuff. Charlie, see, frustration comes, a lot of things come, but then if you are persistent and you're consistent, you will
find a way.
Someone says, where there is a wheel, there is a way.
Okay.
The right is where there's a wheel, there's a way.
Yeah.
But where there's a wheel, in Japan, okay, it's someone was sitting in a wheelchair. Okay, and that's where it is written. So where there's a wheel, there is a way. Good. So where there's a wheel, there's a way. If you decide to kind of like go into farming, and you realize that when you start, things don't go well, they die and stuff. Get the farmer, go to the farmer. You can decide to work for free. Certainly, the person will not let you go hungry. Just work wholeheartedly. You will learn the nooks and crannies of the business. And somehow, you are an independent being. You are an independent body. You are kind of like a being with wisdom. You would find ways to add value or add touches to whatever you are doing, and then you will better yourself than what is happening. But now no one wants to go and understudy someone. Even the fact is that when they even come to understand you, they are coming to steal from
Still
you.
you.
I've heard of people opening business and then putting people in charge of the businesses, and then they close down the business. So you tell me there's no work. You don't want to work. You know, when I was doing cleaning back in school, people were like, now we invest in the plan, now we're cleaning. Why? Don't I get paid? Do you understand? I do get paid. Someone needs their home to be clean. You need money in your pocket. Okay? And you can do the cleaning. Go trade your time for the money and come back. Isn't the job done?
True.
And if you do it and do it well, you make money from it. Now I do my farming, I do my crypto stuff, and a few other touches. When I'm too free, I take the car, I go do taxi, my Uber business. That's it. And I still make, so you can't tell me there's no money. It's a kind of job. Everyone wants to go do white collar job. If I tell someone I'm a farmer, now school now going in food now. You after all this school, it's farming you are doing with it. If I tell someone I drive Uber, so you after everything, all taxi driver, learning. All the learning, taxi driver. Oh no, you are disgrace. You see, the jobs you don't respect are those that really pay.
True.
A job. True. Imagine a taxi driver. Okay, a taxi driver, give or take, can make 6,000 a week. 6,000 a month.
Okay.
How much do you make in a month?
It will be up to that amount.
Give or take, we make 6,000. But then
the rounds and all of that.
The fact is, they'll make more than that.
Okay.
Depends on how
the plan is strategized.
If I hadn't gone into it, I wouldn't have understood this. But there are people who still look down upon it. So if you are looking down upon this job, okay, if I'm doing this and I can raise this amount of money, and you are looking down upon it and making 1,500 cedis, are you safe? Are you safe? Funny enough, with what I'm doing, I meet more people and I get to learn more from them. I share more ideas, learn more experience and stuff, and I'm building my contacts. And you still sit down and look down upon me. Who are you? So the jobs you are looking down upon, go to people's homes and clean for them. Do the job and do it nicely. You'll find out that, Charlie, there is money in what you are losing, what you're looking down upon. Even people who sit behind KVIPs are making money than those in the offices.
Interesting.
50 pesos per poo. Or 1 cedi per poo. You understand? Say let's say 1 cedi per poo. Alright. Approximately how many people come to poo in a day? If you are getting like 100 people come to poo in a day. Okay, 1 times 100. That's 100. So in a day you've made like 100 times 30.
100 times 30,
30,000. Still better than someone. And that is just one room of a toilet.
You have several ones.
You understand? Certainly you won't just put one for rent. You make them like 4 or 5. So if this is making 3,000, so 3 times 5, that's 15,000. Okay. Take 2,000 cedis and give someone to be cleaning the whole toilet, and you're making how much? 13,000 per month. You're gone. So these are jobs. If they give to you or someone else, they will say no, they won't do. Okay, but that's where the money is. Actually, money. Lumba said, "Sika so if you because if they take money, if they take latrine money for you, okay, and you keep in your room, and they bring you banknotes, keep in your room, and later you're going to buy something. If you take latrine money and banknote, no one will see the difference. You'll see all money. That is it. So just do what you can do, as long as it's legal. I think
you don't have any problem. Let me ask you this. So you talked about, most people want to know, so the farming, the poultry and all that stuff, is farming profitable? What you are doing is profitable?
Very profitable.
Okay.
I don't remember, actually I don't know the price of egg outside. I don't remember the last time I bought eggs. I don't know how much meat costs because I don't know last time I bought meat. It's not profitable. When people come to me, I just quote my price and then they buy.
Interesting. If you don't know, things are very expensive. Those meat, eggs and stuff is crazy.
That is why I'm trying to farm tomatoes around and pepper, so that I would escape all those ones. If possible, I want to start farming salt.
You want to be buy salt? Not to farm salt. Well, it's true.
If
It's
possible,
true.
I want to plant salt. Yes, because Charlie, you see, I think if we can kind of like come down from too much luxury and become a bit moderate or minimalist, we'll all be fine. We don't need extravagant stuff.
Because of social media and all of that, everyone wants to show off. Everyone wants to have the big things. Everyone wants to have that.
If you run to social media and real life catch up with you, you realize that there's no one actually watching you. You are the one watching yourself. You know, there's one thing I noticed. I use the life of people and things I hear from people physically to advise myself. I have friends who have grown up friends, more grown up friends. Hey, Charlie, me Branton. When I was young, the things I was doing, Charlie, but someone, Charlie, if I get to town and you see me, say, then after the whole thing, but today, look at me. You understand?
Yeah.
So good. Those times were the mornings for you. Your afternoon times will come when you are still kind of like so hazy and then kind of like with enough energy and then moving.
Yeah.
When the evenings come, where will you be or how will you feel? The beginning is not a problem.
It's how you end.
It's how you end. So social media can tell you whatever they want to tell you. So if you even check on my social media, you would see that mostly if I'm posting pictures on my Twitter, I really don't post pictures. I just write.
Yeah, mostly tweets. Yeah.
Mostly tweets. Instagram, sometimes just my family or kind of like I post some bears or just write something I copy something from Twitter and then paste there. Or I just put a picture, but not about what I do around. It doesn't make sense. You are just buying unnecessary pressure for someone to kill someone because my let's say my income is different. My pressure handling level is different from someone.
Yeah.
And the conditions around me
is different.
It's so different from someone. So if I come to portray mine on social media and you look at it and then you use me as a yardstick and rush to do that, you might kill yourself.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
So maybe we should find ways to kind of like psych ourselves. Let's live in our own kind of like comfort. If you know eating tubani is what you can afford,
Buy that.
eat it with grace
and pride.
Don't go eating fried rice. On my birthday, hey Charlie, someone went to book Holiday Inn. I told the person they're wasting money because I'm not going there. And truly, I didn't step out. When they came home, you know what I had done?
What?
I'm an away, so I prepared akpile with hot pepper. Took off my shirt in the room.
Started the fun.
And I was seriously fighting with the akpile. And I got some major Ali Asana.
Okay.
Beside it. Into the Emma when you win so. I told not to go do it. Because this is not something I should kind of like parade myself about. How much did you go spend? You are spending over a lot of money there. And if you had given the money to me, at least I could buy feed.
To improve upon what you are doing.
They say, oh, now you just one day of your life, and then I said 1 day of my life. Every day, as long as I'm alive, I am benefiting. It's a blessing. So, you see, let's think of getting more output out there than what we do to ourselves.
True.
Because your works will speak for you. I don't really market myself, but I think I'm known out.
Sure.
If you check, I don't market myself.
Mm.
Just write what I want to write and then you go.
Wow.
I'm not marketing myself. But then somehow you found me.
Yeah.
Somehow I remember they found me around. There's no need to. Just put in your efforts and then go.
Sure. So you wrap up this video here. If you say we talk over and over again, to be over an hour. So we wrap up the video here. We're going to look at the farm, what it does, look at his ducks, his rabbits, some poultry birds as well. So we'll focus also on those ones as well. So yeah, I think my take home from this conversation we've had will be do what people don't want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Okay.
That people
Who
don't
want
want to do, but would like to pay for
it. Yes. If you didn't take anything from this video, at least with that one, it should be quite important to keep it and to help you. Alright, so yeah, kindly like, share, and subscribe to the channel. In the next video, I'm going to look at duck farming, poultry, and all of that, what he does here on the farm, so you can get to learn something about it. And just to learn more about duck farming too, I'll also cover that in the subsequent videos. Alright, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.